Hey guys, really excited to show you this guitar. It's a shredder. Let's check this thing out. Here we go. Yeah, so a good friend of mine brought this in and he said, hey man, you can do a video on this. This is the LTD Kami 4. It's George Lynch. You guys know him, you love him. Of course, he was the guitar player of Dokken. This is the 4th version of his classic ESP Kamikaze guitar. This is the Kami 4, made by LT. This is a 2018. This features an alder body, bolt-on maple neck, and fingerboard with the Floyd Rose. It's just a beautiful guitar. When I was out at NAMM, it was hanging on the wall, and it was on this giant wall with all these LTDs, and this thing was really a showstopper. All right, so the pickups that they put in this is called the Hunter, and this is modeled after the Seymour Duncan distortion that George used to use back in the 80s and the 90s. George and Seymour Duncan have spent 30-some years working with this guitar. And like I said, this is the 4th version of this guitar. Now what happens here is this is a ESP front single coil. And then like I said, the Hunter is what it's called. And I guess that's based on that great song, The Hunter from Dokken. But as you've got one single volume right here. And when you push it down, you're in the back bridge position. When you pull it up, you're up here in the front position. And it kind of gives you a warmer sort of, you can do all your Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix kind of stuff up here on this pickup. The back pickup is for just the pure shred of it all. Okay, the Seymour Duncan, the Hunter pickup ohms out at 16.33. And our front ESP single coil ohms out at 5.77. 76. So the headstock design, there isn't any other guitar that has anything close to this headstock design. Some people call it sort of a sawtooth design. George Lynch calls it the cheese grater. So the neck profile on this guitar is a thin U-shaped neck. And it has that satin finish. It's a very fast playing neck. It's a bolt-on neck, 25.5-inch scale length, with just a standard truss rod in it. But again, this satin finish on the neck, it's very, very smooth. And if you look at these frets, just the workmanship and the craftsmanship on these frets, just superb work on this thing. Extra jumbo frets. The radius on this neck is 13.75 inches, so it's a relatively flat neck. It's not like a 20-inch radius. But then it's far from something like a 7.25-inch radius. Again, it's 13.75 of an inch radius, which is pretty darn flat. Great for those shredders. So the graphics on this guitar are really awesome. You got the bombs, you got the camouflage look, you got the World War II Japanese pilot, and you got the kanji lettering. Very impressive. You know, now these were first built by ESP in Japan back in the 80s, and they still build them today, but the Japanese ESP versions come in right around $3,000. The LTD versions, these things come in right around $1,200. I think sometimes maybe on Reverb you might be able to get one for about a grand. It does not have anything like a coil tap or anything, so when this position is down, you're in full humbucking mode. So we got the LTD tuners on here in black. This guitar is made in South Korea. A lot of great guitars are coming out of South Korea. Yeah, so this is unique. So because you've got just the one volume knob that, you know, you don't have a big cavity cover back here, this is all that you need. And on the back plate here, you can adjust your spring tension and everything right here. It's easy access to get to. Nice little LTD contour cut right there. Our output jack is recessed in there. Makes it real nice. Your cord's not sticking out and getting all crazy and everything. there you got it, the Kami 4, George Lynch. What a great guitar player. What a beautiful guitar. I see a lot of guitars down here and I'm very impressed with this guitar. So there you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. There'll be a link in the description below if you want to get yourself a ZIMM'S Guitars t-shirt. You guys have a great day.